Hey everybody, it's Greg again. It's another edition of Unbreakable, the podcast. It is Thursday, October the 17th, and it's getting a little chilly here in Pennsylvania. I see I got my hoodie on, still got my Phillies gear on here because I'm stupid. But, this is something that I have to talk to you about. You never hear about this anymore. Indian summer. Do you remember that old term, Indian summer? I remember that when I was a kid growing up. It would always be defined as a period of warmness, warmth, like in October or November. And then after you had like about a week of probably like 70s, 80s, then it would start getting really cold and stay cold. Well, that's what's supposed to happen here in eastern Pennsylvania this weekend. It's supposed to start getting warm again, and next week, early next week, possibly hitting 80. And I said, they never used that term, Indian so I guess because it's in what we look called Native Americans. I don't know. But I always thought Indian summer was good. It's time to be even better. I always looked at Indian summer as being a good time because we had the first frost. And again, okay, flowers are killed, they die, the trees are getting buried, and it's like, it sucks because summer's moving, and kind of settling the winter time. Again, you get this bursting of snow, unexpected in the royal fishing weather. And there's like the smoky smell of you. Remember how people used to burn their leaves? That was like, believe it or not, that was actually allowed to do that. People would get all their leaves that they break up in their road, and they'd start like a fire. When you think about some of the stupid stuff we did back then, we look at it now and say that's stupid. But then again, 50 years from now, people will be looking at stuff that we're doing now and will say, that's really stupid. Anyway, so, we used to gather the leaves, burn them in the bathroom, and you would smell the burning leaves. And actually, it smelled kind of good. That was like an indication, wow, it's autumn, it's fall, And that was like Indian summer. And you'd be able to go outside again without a jacket, although the moms would say, put your jacket on, really catch cold, but it's 80 degrees outside, put your jacket on. No. So I always thought it was a good time, Indian summer. I want to call it Indian summer again, I get it. There's certain things that are inappropriate. I get it. But like the Guardians who are playing today, they changed their name from the Indians, which they had a long time, to the Guardians, and that's okay. But they're not crazy about the Guardians. Guardians. So my point is that Indian summer appreciated body count, right? Because through all my experience, and I've lived 125 years, Indian summer is your last hurrah. It's the last gasp. And then it's going to start to get cold. Well, I heard the forecast for my neck of the woods. And it's supposed to, we're supposed to get like possible white Christmas. We haven't had a white Christmas in years. Have you had a white Christmas? I don't know where you're watching it from, but white Christmases like don't exist anymore unless you're really up north Canada. But they're saying we might get like this burst of cold air in December, possible snow, and then January it's going to get mild. Not Indian summer, but mild. And then toward the end of winter, like the end of February, beginning of March, really, really cold and possible snowstorms. That polar vortex is supposed to drop down from the North Pole, Santa, and come down and pass a visit for a couple weeks, just when we wanted to get nice around springtime, and then it's like a real pain in the ass. Then it gets cold. And it was like, yeah. Anyway, so before I forget, there he is. Doug Man himself, our patron saint, Bud the Great. Patron saint it is 55555 podcast. There he is, Mr. Doug Man. We miss you and love you, Bud. So, other than bitching about Indian summer, what else is happening today? Oh, today's pasta day. Oh, it's one of my favorite days in the whole calendar. Pasta day. Go out and have some pasta, or stay in and have pasta. You gotta have pasta today. Celebrate having pasta, huh? Pasta's been a big part of my life. I'll tell you, I remember my mom, my dad was Italian, so we would have pasta almost every Sunday. Spaghetti and meatballs. And I tell you what, when it was our birthdays as kids, my mom would always say, okay, what do you want for dinner for your birthday? I'll make whatever you want. I would always pick, no, not steak, not lobster, spaghetti and meatballs. The long, thin spaghetti, with the little meatballs there. Sometimes chicken, sometimes sausage. But I like the meatballs. And then, remember my mom used to have this big pot. This big I don't know if you want to call it a pot. It was a serving thing. It was huge and it was round. And she would get the spaghetti. She'd make if we knew company was coming over, it was like a birthday or something. She'd make like 2-3 pounds of spaghetti at a time, and she'd get it with this. What do they call that thing that you shake it and then the water drips out? Calendar, whatever. And shake it, and then dump the whole thing over into the pot, and all the spaghetti would be there, and then it would be steaming, and oh God. And then you get the sauce, or what real Italian people call gravy. You get the gravy and you pour it on top there, and it would be all there steaming and hot and smelling good. And you get the meatballs, and then you had your salad on the side. And that was a Sunday dinner. That was pasta. That was the best. It was the best. I write about it in my book, the pasta Sundays we used to have. Nowadays, there's all kinds of stuff. If you go into the grocery store, you see the rigatoni, the bidini, the doni, the patata, anything with edie on it. Take an edie. I like any kind of pasta. The little corkscrews, the shells, the rigatonis, the long shells, the angel hair pasta, very, very thin. The curly cues, you can't name a pasta that I don't like. I love it. Now that I'm on the diet, I feel really good. I've been on this diet now you've been following me for over a month now, and I feel really, really good. I get rid of all the damn sugar and all the stuff you don't need inside of it, So I gotta watch, but you gotta live too, right? So you partake. The key is moderation. That's the key. So you can have your pasta, but you watch the portions, portion control. You have a little bit of pasta, a little bit of salad, maybe a meatball, and you're good to go, right? So it's pasta day. You have to celebrate it. You got to. That's important. Major League Baseball. Did I tell you? Listen to Daddy. Hey, Daddy. Dodgers. They destroyed the Mets. It's 2-1 now. And the Mets actually might win tonight because they almost have to. If they lose tonight, they go down 3-1 in the series. I think the Dodgers take the series, 6 games, but I think the Mets will win tonight entirely. So, but that Shohei Ohtani guy, yeah. He's like a sleeping dog. The old saying, like sleeping dogs lie. Don't touch him. Let him alone. That's Ohtani. He was like, oh, for whatever, and not doing nothing. All of a sudden, what was it, like the 7th inning last night? He erupted. Mount Fuji, he just erupted. And he hit a home run into the right field upper deck of Citi Field in New York. And I said, let sleeping dogs lie. And he erupted. So, like I said yesterday too on the program, the Dodgers have the best play. No matter what you say, the Mets this, the Mets that, the Mets that, it's stupid. They got this grimace guy there with the purple costume. Stupid. They got the OMG signs. Stupid. Stupid. Stop it, Vince. The Dodgers have the best. Always go with the best player. And that's Ohtani. And maybe I'll be wrong by the end of the series, but I don't think so. Plus, don't forget, Major League Baseball, TV, they want the Dodger Yankee World Series, just like the old days. When I was growing up, it was every year there would be Dodgers Yankees. Mickey Mantle, Sandy Koufax, Don Drysdale, Whitey Ford, all those guys. And I think it's going to happen again. We haven't had Dodger or Yankee World Series in a long time. I think it's going to happen. So, speaking of which, remember I told you a couple weeks ago, we have another hot stove. I'm in this baseball group. We're like a bunch of guys. We're old, okay. We're old and we know. Anyone under 100 was not admitted. We're all old, and we sit around and we eat, and we talk about baseball. And we have this gathering every so often. Well, we have another one coming up next Tuesday. And I told you, we have the Bobby Wong, the old Philly shortstop. I think he's like 88 years old. Bobby Wong. He couldn't hit a lick when he was great shortstop, great defensive shortstop. And he played around the early 60s or so, And he was actually my favorite player growing up. I don't know why, because he really wasn't good at hitting. But I just liked him. He was very smooth around the bag. Turned into double play, and he had this rifle arm and old number 7. Well, anyway, he's going to be there, and I'm going to be. And when I was a kid, I talked to him on the phone. He called me on my birthday. I was like 8, 10 years old. Called me. And I got to meet him one time at Connie Mack Stadium. Cricky. And so this is like a reunion. Reunited. It feels so good. And we haven't, not that we're playing bodies or anything, but we haven't talked to each other in like 60 freaking years. 60. And so I'm going to get to see Bobby freaking next Tuesday. So we'll see what happens. I'll tell you what happens. He won't remember me, of course. 60 years? I mean, come on. Say, Bobby, we can have a It's just got to bring that home. A lot of memories of how the way it was, memories. But yeah, seriously, I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Just to have that guy there and talking to us. This is a guy who played with Willie Mays and Sandy Koufax, Bob Gibson, and all the Roberto Clemente, all these great players back in the 60s. This guy was on the same field. That's what's going to be fascinating. I'm sure he's going to get lots of questions about the 1964, the Phillies collapsed and choked, just like this year's team. Well, we didn't talk about that. But I'm sure he'll get questions about that. But, just to know that this guy was on the field with all these great baseball teams, Hank Aaron, it's just, it's just amazing. It is. So we'll see what's that. What else is happening today? Well, it's Thursday, so we are rolling around to the start of a new football week. We've got the Broncos and the Saints tonight. Talking about the Celtics game. Yeah. I'm going to watch baseball. But if I had to play anything, I'd play the under 37 because these two teams suck. They're not going to score. What's it going to be, like a 3-3 game or something? I mean, what the hell, right? But we're getting ready to see our Eagles on Sunday, and they keep calling it, the media, the Saquon Barkley game. Yeah, because first time he's playing against his Giants up in New York, and this is his chance to really stick it to the fans up there and the Giants. So we'll see what they do. Every time the Eagles get near the Golden Rule, you and I and everybody's brother in the freaking stadium and everybody watching on TV at your home or in the bars or wherever you are going to know who's going to get the ball. Because Saquon Barkley is going to score at least one touchdown, maybe two. I'm so sure it is. It's like when Jalen Hurts got engaged earlier in the season. You know what happened? I told you, any life event, you get engaged, you have a birthday, you have something happening special in your life, like your wife just had a baby. And that very next game, that athlete is going to perform way above and beyond. And he did. Jalen Hurts got engaged on a couple days before that Monday night game against the Falcons. And what the hell happened? He went out. Yes. He went out. Yes. He knows. He went out and he scored a touchdown. Mark my word. Saquon Barkley, touchdown on Sunday against the Giants. You heard it from Daddy. All right, everybody. Well, have a nice day. Enjoy the day. You know what? If it's Indian summer out your way, enjoy it. Enjoy the Indian summer, right? Because before you know it, it's going cold, right? Extra blanket time. Bring out the thermal underwear, huh? I don't want you don't want to hear that. All right. I'll see you next time, probably tomorrow. Everybody take care. Peace and love. Have a nice day. No birthdays I don't know of to me. Nobody famous, nobody was mentioning, so I'm not going to get involved with it. Okay. Peace and love. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Thanks for watching.